people have believed that the time of solstice is the time when portals of dimensions open up and somehow Earth is connecting itself to wider universe and wider space, and yeah, it's just time of kind of magic maybe.
Well, we were basically working in a group all the time. So we had this big table full of electronics and producing sound or finding some sounds that we find suitable for particular dynamics. And so we shared that and we listened together, and we decided to choose some particular sounds and put it together. Yeah, and then in the end we were really composing one piece, all of us, which I think it was something else. I never tried that before.
This kåkle theme, I recorded sounding of kåkle, and then I synthesized it, and it came electronic. It was electronic, and I wanted to include also some parts from my choir piece, but we agreed that Sabine's part of folk singing is very nice. So.
My favorite is it starts from a moment when Olga puts in her sample of some industrial-like noise that's whirring around, and it fit very well with one of my vocal samples. And then that kind of half fades out, and there's one of Merlyn's really synthetic sounding sounds in there, and it's just like such a perfect contrast of the three elements, and then the others also building through.
I especially like the second section of the composition, where there's no ambience at all, only these kind of sound designy insect sounding sounds, because you can do that so much directional movements with very tiny sounds, and I think, well, that was my original idea about using the space, like doing an artificial form of nature environment in the dome, because how the dome is now and with the sound design, it's very strict to or the sound is being used are very strictly organized.
Well, my sound file name is Botanisk, but it's different from the...
There was always something playing on the PA from somebody who was maybe discussing it with another participant, and we'd kind of, if something inspired us, I remember I'd, select the sound that I was thinking of and kind of edge the volume in, and people, and it was almost a case of when people noticed, then obviously there was something there because someone would say, what is this? And other things didn't kind of work out, and that would just kind of slip away. And so there was this awesome kind of jam-like approach to merging the ideas together, which is really different from what you'd find in a lot of academic and sound art-based projects, where there's a real separation between kind of the conception and the delivery. But there was this middle point where we were kind of jamming and physically mixing sounds, through a mixer together and layering things. And I think a lot of things, like certainly the singing passages and some of the more sound designy passages, came from kind of layering this sound on this voice on this recording and going, this works, yeah. So that was a really organic and cool process.